Now that we've learned how to make playlists, we'll move on to learning how to embed videos in our website, right? If we have a website, if we want to use a website to market the videos on Dailymotion or market your videos through your website, we can certainly do so, and we can also earn money doing this, right? Now, just to note, I have gone straight from media to embed because we have already discussed channel before, right? When we created our channel. So we'll skip channel because it's the same thing. None of the details have changed. We'll go straight to embed, right? Now the first thing under embed is player. So what Dailymotion allows you to do is have a logo overlay, right, in the videos. So if you wanted to have a logo come up on the videos that you upload, you can certainly do so. And it is a good idea because you can brand your content, right, by adding a logo to the corner of your videos. And once you start branding your content, your viewers and people who see your video will be able to recognize that it's your video, right, by looking at the logo. So you start to brand your content, right, by adding a logo to the corner of your videos. Now, in order to upload a logo, there are some guidelines here. So maximum file size can only be 3 megabytes. File type, it needs to be a transparent PNG, right? So it can't be a normal JPEG, for example, that we used to upload in our banner or our avatar, right? It has to be a transparent PNG. So if you do not know much about transparent PNG, I would suggest Googling it and checking how you can transform an image from JPEG to a transparent PNG. And there are softwares, free softwares available. For example, one of those is GIMP, right? GIMP. If you Google that, it's free to download, and you can definitely convert a JPEG image to a transparent PNG. Dimensions at least 200 pixels wide, that's the recommended size, and style, it needs to be flat and single color. White often works best. Appearance and behavior, accent color, so you can choose the color as well. Player settings, I usually don't change this here. Player settings, display Dailymotion logo in control bar. So as you can see here, it means this logo here, right? You can choose not to display it. Display share button, so that's the share button that whoever's using this player will see the share button, so it is enabled. And display video information on splash screen, so I leave this enabled as well. All these three things I usually leave enabled, but it's up to you if you decide to disable one of these. Now if you need to understand more, it says need help, learn more about player customization. But to be honest, I do not change anything with the player really, because it's pretty good the way it is. And I do want people to know that they are watching it on Dailymotion, so they come back, right? And know that your video is actually on Dailymotion instead of other video hosting platforms. So we'll move on to the next thing, which is widget. So now we'll discuss how to create a widget. Create a widget to enrich your website content, keep your audience engaged, and generate more revenue on your properties. Number 1, customize your widget. Pick the layout and appearance that works best with the design of your site. Number 2, choose the right content. Select content most meaningful for your audience and strategy. And number 3, engage your audience. Embed your custom widget to gain more views and monetize to increase revenue of site. So choosing the right content is important, as I mentioned earlier, and that's why we learned how to create a playlist, right? Because we can use the playlist in order to choose the content that we would like to show or have viewers access to on our website, right? So we are actually controlling the content that will be offered on our website. So let's go ahead and select create widget. So the best thing about widgets is the layouts, right? It offers a few layout options, right? Layout A, layout B, C, D, E, F, G. So you have a bit of choice there, and you can trial them on your website and see which one is better, right? Which one is a best match for your website, right? Because remember, your website will have its own layout there. It's based on your choice of how you want to present information, right? So because the Dailymotion widget has some options here, you can choose which one best fits your website and looks better and has a better chance of your audience actually watching the videos that's offered by Dailymotion, right? So you can have a title for the widget. So displayed widget title, at the moment by default it says recommended videos, which is fine. Widget name, you can change the name of the widget as well according to your preference. Select your layout. All layouts are responsive and will adjust to the viewport of your users accordingly. So for example, layout A and B, they are best for article pages or home pages. Layout C, D and E, they are best for article pages. And layout F and G, they are best for page sidebars or mobile web, right? And when you select these layouts, you'll see there's a few options that become available. For example, with the layout F, you have an option of choosing the number of rows to display. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And it gives you a default value as well. And also here, define how the player becomes visible, in place or lightbox. So you can, I would suggest trying these on your websites and see which one is best for you, right? Now, there's also an option of content, so you can select the content that the Dailymotion widget will try and play on your website, right? Source, you can source from your channel, you can select channels, you can select playlists, right? So this is where the playlist that we tried to create earlier, this is when you can use them. You can select a playlist. Now you can input the name of your playlist and use that, right? Or you can select a playlist that was created by other Dailymotion users, right? So that's very flexible. So you don't have to actually create a playlist. You can use other people's playlists. Now remember, under the playlist video, we had created a playlist called testing. So as you can see, if I search for testing, it comes up. So that's the playlist that we had created, and we had uploaded one video, right? Now these playlists belong to other people, right? And you can use them as well. So I'll close that, and you can just select Dailymotion and choose the type and category of product videos that you would like to play using the widget, right? So enter a category. If it's to do with animals, that's fine. You can choose the keywords and you can select English. So what Dailymotion will do is it will filter the videos and try and play or offer your audience videos that are based on what you chose here, right? So it's quite flexible. It gives you a lot of options. Video sorting, you can choose to have most recent videos played. Again, this is not the recently uploaded video by you. It can be from other users as well, as long as they're most recent, right? That's how Dailymotion will sort it. You can have it as trending or most viewed or random, right? But all these things will affect how much you can earn from your website, right? Because now you are monetizing your website. Earlier we monetized the videos we would upload, right? This time we're actually monetizing our website. So we'll try and earn through Dailymotion, through other people's videos, through other channels' videos, not just our own, right? Because we are actually using our website. And another option here is style. Now I always leave the custom theme as the default value because what it does is once you start using the widget on your website, it automatically defaults and tries to match, right? So your widget is built to use the fonts and colors in your page by default, right? If you'd like to give your widget a special look, create a custom theme below. So for myself, I have never had to build a custom one, just because by default the Dailymotion widget was automatically changing colors and fonts, trying to match how my website looks like. Now once you're done, you'll select save, right, to save your widget. That's the layout page, right? So keep saving as you're making changes, and once you're done, I'll show you an example. So this is how your widget will look here, right? When you select widget, that's one of the widgets I have. I didn't change the name, so it's set as new widget. And if I had to edit this, I would select this pencil icon there. So that's one widget that I had created earlier. So you can create a few widgets. Now, how do you embed the code? The code is here, embed code. This is what you copy and paste in your website. Okay, the embedded code has been copied. So if you press or select this option here, it copies it, and this is what goes in your website coding, right? Wherever you want to place or however you want to place the coding, that depends on your website development side of things, right? So I'm not going to go into detail about that, but it's to do with coding your website. There are some DIY website platforms where you make your own website. You don't actually have to input a lot of coding. You can use it for those kind of platforms as well, where you just copy and paste the code, and on the back end everything gets done for you, right? So you don't have to actually know where to input the coding. You just need to copy and paste this in the option they provide for where you want to display ads, and that should be fine. So that's where you get the code from, right, for the widget. Now I'll go back to widget, see if there's anything else. No, that's it. If you do select the widgets here, you can again select edit, or you can delete, right? If you'd like to delete the widget, that's what you can do there. Now also domain verification. So if you do decide to monetize your website, that means you want to use the widget on your website, you need to first verify your website. So Dailymotion has to verify your website, because they do have some guidelines as to where they will display their videos and their name, right? So they want to verify your website. So you enter the site URL here and add site. So at the moment I haven't entered anything, that's why this option here is not enabled at the moment. Once I enter a valid website, I will be able to click on this. Now once you get verified, verify your websites to earn revenue from embedded videos. You can either embed your own videos, video monetization, or other Dailymotion videos, which is called website monetization, right? So make sure you do own the website. Create a website if you don't have one. If you'd like to monetize your website, you're most welcome to do so, right? With Dailymotion, they're very flexible. So you'll have video monetization, which we have already gone through. You'll be earning money through video monetization, that's through your videos. And if you create a website, if you own a website and you monetize that using the Dailymotion videos or the widget, then you are using website monetization, right? So you'll be actually using two platforms